What we are trying to do is to sell the benefits of tolling so that the public can also appreciate. There's quite a lot of misrepresentation of information, and we did appreciate when we were going throughout, when we were undertaking the public participation. In most of the cases, people were inclined. The only singular thing that was a problem is this trust deficit. So if you can be able to deal with it, I don't think tolling is a bad idea for people. Before we declare toll road, there will be studies that will be undertaken. Not the entire network will be subject to tolling, only select few, as I've mentioned. And the project that we have in mind, the corridor that we have in mind already is the northern corridor. So we'll have to undertake feasibility studies, define what the scope would be, based on the parameters which we've put in the policy, also define what the tariff would be. But before we settle on the tariff, we have to undertake what is called willingness to pay survey, so that we can test affordability of the public with respect to paying such tariffs on the roads that will be selected for tolling. So if the economy is performing well, inflation, there's not too much inflation, and the price of commodities go down because our indexation will be based on consumer price indices, then the toll tariffs will be adjusted accordingly. So if the prices go up, that means the tariff will go up, which means we'll have to adjust it up. But this will be a regulated function by the cabinet secretary responsible for that. So if things are okay, then we'll also adjust the tariff downwards, so that it can also be affordable to the public. Trust is a big issue, and it was a big thing in terms of response as we're going countrywide on the public participation. We do accept there are issues that is ailing us as a country, and there are institutions which are mandated to deal with the issues that are coming into play, one dealing with corruption, one dealing with integrity. And therefore, what we've attempted to do for purposes of this policy is to try to tighten it up in terms of where these tolls would be, how they will be collected, where they will be used, and the sort of reporting frameworks that will be available and how they can be accessed with the public for purposes of transparency and also building public trust. Okay, what came from the public, where they were requesting for us to have some sort of cross-subsidization based on the surpluses that we realize from the toll fund. And what we were trying to put across that the PPP Act of 2021, as it stands today, also allows county governments also to undertake PPP. We all appreciate that as it stands today, based on the parameters which we set, many of the county roads may not qualify to have toll roads. But with time, maybe they may consider some of the bridges within the counties, which many of them still fall under the national government for purposes of toll.